Today, on the Vince Everett Ellison Show, we're going to talk about how the Democrat Party leadership is imploding in front of our very, very eyes. Yeah, they finally got another leader of the Democratic Party. They got Jay-Z. So we're going to talk about how the leadership of the Democratic Party is imploding. They got Jay-Z. Others are coming next. We're going to talk about that today on the Vince Everett Ellison Show. All right, let's get this thing started. You know, it's our second president, John Adams, who said, our Constitution was made only for a moral and a religious people. It is wholly inadequate to the government of any other. Morality and virtue are the foundation of our republic and necessary for society to be free. John Adams, second president, said that our Constitution was made only for a moral and a religious people. It is wholly inadequate to the government of any other. Morality and virtue are the foundation of our republic and necessary for society to be free. Now, bearing that in mind, the two top heads of the Democratic Party, P. Diddy and Jay-Z, those brothers just hit the wall. P. Diddy first got caught doing freak-offs, spiking people's drinks and raping them and then filming it, beating up women, all kind of stuff. He went down. Now they got Jay-Z. Oh boy, these both of them, Jay-Z and Diddy, taking pictures with Obama, taking pictures with Hillary Clinton, all taking pictures with all of them, raising money for them, having parties for them, fundraising for them, showing up at the inaugurations, showing up at the White House. Kamala Harris running, raising money for them, showing up with them, giving speeches for them. Now, they said Jay-Z violated a 13-year-old girl. My. Jay-Z says he had 99 problems, but a B ain't one. Well, it looked like this B is a problem. Yeah, this one is a problem. Because she said she was 13 years old, and this is 24 years ago now. I don't know what I was doing 24 years ago, but I'm so sure that Jay-Z 24 years ago was doing so many drugs and was holding so much that he didn't know what the heck he was doing. So this 13-year-old girl and this lawyer that she got, Busby, seemed to have something on Jay-Z. And at first when I heard it, I said, wow, is this a serious lawsuit? And I'm watching CBS News and it showed up there. I said, oh yeah, this is a serious lawsuit. Boy, the chickens are coming home to roost. I did the one on Diddy about, 3-4 weeks ago. And I talked about Faust. Talked about Mephistopheles, how these young men make the deal with the devil. And how the devil come and get his due. And he coming. He got Diddy. Now he's coming for Jay-Z. But here's the sad thing about it, y'all. I told you. The Democratic Party is a party of perverts, liars, psychopaths, and anti-Christian bigots. Anti-Christian bigots encompasses all the first three, okay? Liars, that's self-explanatory. Psychopaths, because they like to kill people, especially babies in the womb. They kill like 1.5 million a year, and that ain't enough. And then you deal with the perverts. As I said 2 weeks ago, I always wondered why Kamala Harris was so comfortable around hoes. Now, don't get mad at me because Cardi B called herself a hoe. I mean, they did this song called WAP, WAP. You know what it stands for. And the song started out with her and Megan Thee Stallion calling each other hoes. They say it, I don't say it. So Megan Thee Stallion, Gorilla, Cardi B, and Kamala Harris just get up amongst them. She just feel right at home. And I'm saying, man, you know what? I'd be I'm uncomfortable around those. I don't want to be around them. I mean, get them women away around me. I don't like being around those types of women. Half naked, twerking, shaking. She walked right up to him, hey, yo, how y'all doing? And then I said, Gumby, that's right. In the 90s, in the early 2000s, she was a hoe. I don't know if she won now. But the way she was acting with Montel Williams and Willie Brown and running around in nightclubs and all this kind of things, Judge Joe Brown said she was a hoe. That's what he said. Judge Joe Brown said she's a frat hoe. That's what Joe, don't get mad at me. Judge Joe Brown said it. And so you say, man, what type of freaking party is this now? What, they graduate old hoes to be the Democratic Party nominee. Then you look at the people who she surrounded herself with, and all of them just a bunch of dead-gum perverts, man. Jay-Z, I mean, I don't know if y'all remember that boy's lyrics, but he was doing the B word and N word and F word and every dead-gum song he had. Jay-Z stone cold pornography. Diddy just all kind of stuff. And it used to be a time when no respectable politician would be seen around such people. If you sent money, you'd have to send it anonymously because if people found out you sent money, you had to send it back. They wouldn't take money from the likes of Hugh Hefner and Larry Flint and all them type of nasty guys. No, they wouldn't be seen with them. These guys wasn't invited to the White House. Oh, not today. No. Jay-Z, Diddy, Cardi B, bunch of thugs, hoes, and rappers now run the Democratic Party, and the whole debt gun thing is about to implode from the top down. I told you they were going to cannibalize themselves. I told you all we had to do was sit back and watch. They're like ancient Rome and ancient Greece. As John Adams said, if you don't have any morality, if you have no virtue, you cannot be a free people. You can't have a country of Diddy freak-offs all over the place all the time. How can you function as a nation? How can you function showing that example to children? How are you supposed to act in society, child? Diddy freak-off? Yeah, that's right. I believe the first question of the application to become part of the Democratic Party now is, are you a pervert? If you say no to that, you can be part of the party. You can be part of the party. Do you want to kill children? If you don't say yes to that, you can be part of the party. I'm serious, y'all. And this is the thing. I know that most of the people in the United States of America that call themselves Democrats don't agree with this stuff. I know y'all don't agree with Jay-Z. Jay-Z look crazy. I mean, he's ugly anyway, but then he got just the hair all over his head. I said, hey, what are you trying to get ugly at? I mean, usually when jokers start making money, he try to make himself look better. Jay-Z went the opposite way. The more money he got, the uglier he got. I said, this dude just going out of his way to look ugly. Oh, but the Democrats loved him. Kamala hugged up with him. He giving them money. They raising money. His wife around him half naked all the time. Now, here it comes. Chicken's coming home to roost. And I'm just sitting back watching it. And man, I am loving it. Yeah, here these Democrats are talking about. Got all kind of crazy logic, man. Like, they talk about these illegals, right? And you start talking about deporting them. And they say, if you deport them, aren't you going to be separating the families? Are you going to be separating the families? I said, hell, when you lock up Taquayshawn and Mac 10, you ain't worried about separating his family. Why you got to worry about separating an illegal's family, but when Billy Bob get arrested, you ain't worried about separating. If an American get arrested, you ain't worried about separating him from his family. But when an illegal get arrested, you got to. These people crazy. And then you say, I'm not separating him from his family. When he decided to come over to this country illegally, he decided. The same way you say about an American. I did not decide to separate Mr. Johnson from his family. When he decided to start selling them rock on the street, he decided to separate himself from his family. It's the same logic when it comes to illegals, y'all. I didn't separate that illegal from his family. When he decided to break into this country illegally and then didn't show up to court for his hearing, he made the decision to separate himself from his family. And the major thing to me is most people in the Republican Party ain't got enough sense to say something just that common sense. But that's how they are. That's how the Democrats see it. They are a virtuous, spineless, evil institution. Again, let me say it again. The Democratic Party is the evilest institution in the history of the world. They're the party of slavery from 1800 to 1860, the party of the Confederacy from 1860 to 1865. They're the party of Jim Crow from 1865 to 1965. Now they're the party of transgenderism, abortion, castrating little boys and calling them little girls, cutting off the breasts of little girls and calling them little boys, having fentanyl and sex trafficking across that border, child sex trafficking, taking your guns away in war zones, failing schools, destruction of the family. Yeah, you name it, they do it. A Democrat Party, heaven is an American hell. Wherever they rule, all you see is ghettos and crazy people looking like they lunatics. But they stay elected. And they want to spread that all over the nation. So now, you got the leaders of the Democratic Party all going to jail for perverted stuff. So, Jay-Z's lawyer learned a bit from P. Diddy. See, Jay-Z tried to be slick. He said, if I did this and this is so bad, should you put criminal charges on me? Well, see, Jay-Z already knew that the criminal statute is already gone. The statute of limitations is gone on the criminal charge, but it's not gone on the civil charge. So Jay-Z tried to be slick and tried to say, well, if this is so bad, should it be a criminal charge? He tried to gaslight you. He can't put a criminal charge on it. He better be glad. But here's the thing. If he pays, the criminal charges, the statute of limitation on the criminal charges is 20 years. So if Jay-Z pays, and all these other young girls start coming out of the woodwork, which they are going to do, the same thing that happened to Diddy don't happen to Jay-Z. The feds gonna show up at his house and kick the door in and have guns pointed everywhere and start taking stuff out. So Jay-Z got to play this one out. He can't give any money. He got to make sure he professes his innocence. Because when Diddy gave Cassie that money, Diddy was done. He thought it was over with. The Fed said, hey, man, give me that file. Yeah, this is going to get right. This is going to get real, real interesting. It's funny, too, because it comes from all that Me Too stuff. You know, they were trying to set up Trump with Me Too and Bill Cosby with Me Too, and they started extending the statutes of limitations so that women could say, yeah, this man raped me 20, 30 years ago. She spiked my drink. He did whatever. And so they thought they were going to get a bunch of conservatives with this. No. They get a bunch of Democrats with this. I hope they don't get Bill Clinton with it, because they started on him. He's sure enough gone. They talking about dealing with these Epstein files and all this stuff too. Man, this stuff is about to get crazy. I can guarantee you one thing, though. They ain't going to get me in it. I ain't been nowhere around them perverts, man. No. But these jokers getting ready to go down. So now, all of these Democrats, right, all these perverts, they gravitated to the Democrat Party. And instead of the Democrat Party, like the Democratic Party accepted the slave owners and accepted the racists and accepted the Ku Klux Klan members, they've always been this depository for the worst people in American society. I mean, them suckers just always been, they like the Nazis, man. They just, if you know damn good, come join our party. And most of the rank and file people who are working every day don't know what these jokers are doing behind the scenes and the plans they got. So you like a German every day. You done voted for Hitler. You going to work at the plant. You know, you making cars and stuff like that. And you're not paying it. And nobody's telling you that Hitler putting Jews in ovens. And finally you get wind of it. You say, what? Yeah, man, he putting Jews in ovens. Y'all know I'm done with it. That's the proper way to deal with it. But if you find out he's doing it and you say, good, I'm glad he's putting Jews in ovens, that shows that you're just like him. So right now, we're ringing the bell telling you that these people who are doing this nasty, perverted stuff, violating women, violating children, they are running the Democrat Party. You got Megan Thee Stallion, you got Glorilla, you got Cardi B, you got Lizzo, yeah, Eminem, and you got Jay-Z, you got P. Diddy. All these jokers were involved in this last campaign, y'all, running stuff. You listen to their lyrics. You know where they stand. And then you say they run this party and you're part of this. Are you like them? You have to say, no, I'm not. I'm out. Or you got to say, yes, I am. I'm in. And if you say that, you deserve what you get. Because I'm not like that. Just not like it. I don't believe in the sexualization of children. I don't believe in the misogyny, the sexualization of women. I don't believe in calling black people the N-word, calling black women calling women the W word. You know, using the F word, cussing and fighting, talking about killing police, talking about shooting people in the street. Do you not understand that these are the people that are leading the Democratic Party right now? They're the ones that run the DNC. This pack of pornographers, the ones that are in Hollywood. Lord have mercy. If you don't know it, you're going to know it. Because when you pull these people up there and put them in these positions of power, you say that their values match the values of this nation and that their values match the future of this nation. That's what you're saying. These people who we put at the head of our party, this is not just them at the record company doing what they do. This is not just them singing at their concerts. You said, we're going to make you spokesman for our party. That means your values match our party. And our party, the values of our party should be the values of this nation and the future of this nation. So by default, you're saying that the values of the Democratic Party are the values of Jay-Z, P. Diddy and the freak-offs, thugs, rappers, greasy preachers, apostate preachers, and that this should be the future of this nation. That you need to look at Diddy and say, that's who we should be. Jay-Z, that's who we should be. Eminem, that's who we should be. Cardi B, that's who we should be. Man, you know what? Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself. We sit back and think about it. And now, it's been exposed for the whole world to see. Exposed for the whole world to see who you people are. And y'all still don't understand why you got hell beat at you in this last election and you're still trying to rationalize, oh, it wasn't that bad of a defeat. Dude, Joe Biden supposedly beat Donald Trump the last time by almost 10 million votes. That's what they say. Trump not only made that up, but then surpassed it and beat him by another 5. And believe me, it wasn't about too much about what Donald Trump did. It was about looking at the Democratic Party and saying, y'all done lost y'all damn mind. Drag queens going into school shaking their behinds in children's faces. Biden administration taking Tennessee to the Supreme Court right now. They just heard the case this past week. What was the case? Tennessee said that you cannot give these puberty blockers and these hormones to children because it'll mess them up for the rest of their life. Ketanji Brown Jackson, with her stupid behind, said, is it discriminatory to give testosterone to a boy but not give testosterone to a girl? Is it gender discrimination? And the dude looked at her like he was like, are you really that stupid? You give testosterone to a boy, it helps him through puberty, it makes him become more of a young man. You give testosterone to a girl at this time, it'll screw her up for the rest of her life. She'll never have children. Her bone density changes. Her jaw structure changes. She might not ever develop breasts. She changes forever. This isn't a freaking civil right, man. This is destroying a child. The Democrats know this. And they still don't care. So Joe Biden's taking Tennessee to the Supreme Court to force Tennessee to give sex change operations to children. Yeah, Barack Obama, right before he left, tried to slide something in They said that all schools had to let transgender children use the bathrooms and locker rooms and everything that they choose. And Trump came in and pulled that out. And then Joe Biden came back out and put it back in again. So I don't know if y'all understand this, but when you use a locker room with somebody, that means you shower with them. Yeah, you shower. So you got girls having to share a locker room with a biological male that called himself a woman or a girl. He get ready to go in and take a shower. And you got girls 14, 15 years old, and he in there flopping and flinging all over the place. And that's your daughter. Riley Gaines talked about how she was completely traumatized when they had to swim against that Leah Thompson dude. She said he was in the locker room with them, walking around naked. They had to deal with that. These people are crazy. But again, y'all can look at Jay-Z and tell he's crazy. Jeff got $1 billion in the bank. Hair is all over his head. Look like he's crazy as hell. P. Diddy, crazy. All of them crazy. Kamala Harris is crazy. Cackling and giggling and sniggling all the day. Couldn't answer a freaking question. Act like she was on drugs all the time. Last time I saw her, sounded like she was drunk. And you're looking at a party in complete disarray. And I'm telling you now, you better get out of this party. You better get out. It is a party with no virtue. It is a party with no morality. And just like the great John Adams said, and let me read it to you again, our Constitution was made for a moral and religious people. It is wholly inadequate to the government of any other. Morality and virtue are the foundation of our republic and necessary for society to be free. And you look at the Democratic Party and its leadership right now, you tell me where you find morality and virtue. Kill your children. Sexualize your children. Putting a bunch of pornographers and dirty rappers and thugs at the head of the party to represent it to the world. Jay-Z is just the last shoe to drop. There's going to be many, 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 many more. And y'all can try to talk about Donald Trump and his little problems all you want to. It don't compare with these perverts. It doesn't compare. Nobody trusted what the government said to Donald Trump. Nobody. That's why he got reelected. They all know it was set up. They all know it was set up. You elected a convicted felon. Nobody believed it was a felon. Nobody believed the jury. Everybody believed it was a setup. January 6th, first time in my life I ever saw in my life in America, where they bought in like a trial, and they had the prosecution give its side, but then let the defense give its side. Trump didn't get the opportunity to give his side. I've never seen that before. The American people saw it and said, we don't trust it. That's the Democratic Party. A conspiracy to seize power. No virtue, no morality, no right and wrong. And this is why they can pull two perverts like P. Diddy and Jay-Z to the heads of their party. And right now, I think that the next DNC convention is going to be held at Magic City Strip Club in Atlanta, Georgia. Just go ahead and bring some liquor, bring the strippers in, because the next person they probably have going to run for president is just going to be a stripper. Her name going to be Champagne. And it's going to match the party 100%. Ah, man, what a sick, sick, sick institution. But this is your opportunity to get out of this party. This is your opportunity to find somewhere else to go. I don't care. Become an independent man. Become an independent. But just like Lyndon Johnson, when they found out the Ku Klux Klan, they killed Swerna Goodman and Cheney. And Lyndon Johnson stood up and told the white men of the South, he said, this is a warning. Get out of the Ku Klux Klan. He said, my father fought you all of his life, and I'll fight you all of mine. This is a warning. And he set the FBI down with J. Edgar Hoover and decimated them. This is my warning to y'all. Get out of the Democratic Party. This party of perverts, liars, psychopaths, anti-Christian bigots, and now I'm going to extend it to thugs, hoes, and rappers. Just like LGBTQ keep on expanding theirs. They got QEI, all kind of mess. Well, I'm going to stand mine to perverts, liars, psychopaths, anti-Christian bigots, thugs, hoes, and rappers. Get out of this party. With that, I want you to go to my website, VinceSpeaksTruths.com. That's VinceSpeaksTruths.com. There you'll find all my wares. You'll find my great book, The End of Tolerance, where it says we can no longer tolerate these people. We've tolerated them too long. Look at what they've done. They come in, they've taken our children. It's like when God walked through the garden and he's looking for Adam, and Adam was hiding from him because he was naked. And God asked Adam, who told you were naked? When I was growing up, you got children now being told that they're transgender and that they're questioning their gender, and their parents are asking them, who told you that you were transgender? Who told you to question your gender? I know I didn't. You know why? We've tolerated these people and allowed them to come in our homes, let them get in our schools, and screw with the minds of our children. God told Adam, I know I did not tell you were naked. Who told you were naked? And you got mamas and daddies that say, I know I didn't actually tell you about questioning your gender. Who told you to question it? You allowed the devil to get in just like that. We can no longer tolerate it, y'all. We can no longer tolerate it. My other book, The Iron Triangle, started it all. 25 Lies, masterpiece, and Crime Inc. Also, you get my great documentary, Will You Go to Hell for Me? You also get caps, you'll get t-shirts. Please support this podcast, y'all. We're sending out information all over the world, and it's growing exponentially. And we're educating the American people about things that everybody else is afraid to talk about. Make sure that you comment. Make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you share. This is how we get it out there. This is how we make sure that they can't block us like they've been trying to do all year, but we still keep growing. They're not going to stop us. The Democratic Party is imploding. These perverts and these liars, these virtualist people cannot grow. A bunch of maniacs and a bunch of crazy people can't grow. They're going to destroy one another. All we have to do is sit back and watch. So for you poor people over there on the Democrat Party side that are confused about what's going on, I'm here to wake you up. Hope I did you some good today. So come join me again next week for another Vince Everett Ellison Show.